Right, morning all. Time for a little spruce up on this, I think. I said I'd do another video, so this video can be done now. Gonna be an inside and out job. Obviously, little bits here and there, a bit dusty. Paintwork's got little bits of watermarks and stuff. I don't know how well video's gonna bring that up. It got left out in rain and it's disgusting now. So I'm gonna crack on and start. I'll pick up with you in a bit. First things first is these mats. Bit dusty, bits on them, car shows, all that lot. So give them a quick vac, spray them down with some all-purpose cleaner. It's just a basic all-purpose cleaner, should release a bit out of fibres. Then another vac, bit of a brush off, this should come up nice. Initial vac off, not the worst, not the best. Got a bit of this APC, just pick up these fibres a bit, spray this on. And then what I like to do is just give them a quick brush. Just release a bit of dirt as well. It's a bit windy for this, I'm being honest. Be a bit more thorough without losing a hand. And then basically like that. I'll give it another vac off. It should come up nice. Rear's done. Nice and clean. They are really cheap mats, these. I don't know if they're genuine or not, but I don't like how curly they are. And I want something with a thicker pile, just to add a little bit to interior, because as we know, baths don't have nicest interiors in terms of build quality. Anyway, on to the next two. That's just a medium soft bristle brush. A lot of people use harder ones. These Carpets just won't take it. I don't want, they're already a little bit frail. So I'm gonna crack on with these, get them out of the way, and I'll pick up with you in a sec once I've done this. Right, they're away. I'm not going to touch boot until last. Needs to dry out a little bit patchy where I've scrubbed it a bit, but that carpet is crap. I really don't like this pile. Anyway, on to the next bit. Back seats, dusty. Back of those seats, dusty. Carpets, should be an easy do. Just this Alcantara likes to pick things up, doesn't it? Or whatever you want to call it. Not particularly Alcantara, is it? But get on with this and I'll pick up with you once it's all done. Quick rear end update. Join me from inside the car, just cleaning down plastics, another all-purpose cleaner plus a scrub pad. Yeah, the colour of that is from literally these two, which is insane. It comes up all right. Nice little touch. Always plug your seat belts in and afters, especially if you don't have a lot going on in back of car. So, it's getting there. Full shot soon. Comes up all right for a 10-year-old car. And with the power of time lapse in, that is the rear all kind of done and cleaned out. Back at seats, I've just noticed there's something down there on the floor. I need to pick that up. But other than that, done and done. Much tidier. Seatbelts on, nice and clean, ready for no one to sit in it and dirty it up. onto the front. So, onto the front now. These marks, that's just horrible. See, it's could do with it. There's that dust on dash. I don't know whether you'll be able to pick that up, but shout out to Abarth Tuning. Get all my products from them. Brilliant company. Marks on that door card down there. Overall, steering wheel's got a bit of shine to it. That needs to go. Let's crack on. Let's crack on vacuum. Ignore sofa. Now I've said that, you're probably not going to ignore sofa, but either way, ignore sofa. I'm waiting for council to come and pick it up today. Much cleaner. Nicer inside. Seats done. All down there. A light dressing on it. I don't like dressings so much. So a light dressing, you can kind of see where I've gone to there. But I'm going to pick up on the rest of this when I do dash. On to the next side. Should be easier. Or more straightforward, shall we say. Quick zip over this side. Marks there. Dust. All that. So let's crack on if anyone wants to know what I'm using. In here is a product by a company called Fresh Charmeleon. Absolutely wicked all-purpose cleaner is that. Good interior cleaner, good for your plastics. Use it with a scrub pad. Brilliant results. Then when I finished, it's a bit old school I know, but that stuff. Quickly just go over. It leaves like a, not a glossy, it's more of a satin, fresh kind of feel to it. It's just nice to go over it, over the top of that. Even though it says it's a cleaner, being a turtle wax product, it generally just adds a little bit to it as it goes rather than drying out. So, footwell to do, plastics in footwell, door card around here, then I can crack on with dash. Once we've done that, we'll get to outside at car as well. I'll pick up with you in a bit, as I keep saying, as I go along. I really don't know how to film this YouTube stuff, so you'll have to bear with my idiocy. Anyway, much else. All sorted. Nice and tidy and clean. Basic interior. I know some of these Abarths have got some wicked interiors and I do want to do some bits with this, but as it stands at this moment, there's a bit of a wet patch there, look. There's other bits I want to get done first. So, on the dash, because that's horrible. Really dusty. But it's getting there now. Just like that. It's all done. Steering wheel nice and clean. Dash binnacle nice and clean. There's a lot of dust in air, it's doing me head in. Every time I try and wipe something off or clean it off, it then ends up with something on it. So anyway, I'll do a few tracking shots now, so you can have a good ganders. And then on to outside. I'm not even going to bother filming doing boot, because no one cares really, do they? No one cares. Time for a quick wash. Don't look dirty. It's just got rain marks on it. Little rain marks. Left out in rain. Never gets left out in rain. This. You can see a bit there going on, can't you? So it's just gonna have a basic, simple wash. Dry. Maybe a coat of wax. Again, more fresh chameleon products on this. The wash will be done with their shampoo, which I'll just grab for you. That stuff, that is incredible. That one of the biggest surprises I've had, really. Super glossy for some reason. The suds don't go away. It's really good at protecting your paint in terms of when you're washing it, you know, keep scratches out and stuff. Really good. Anyway, let's crack on. First things first, get those wheels clean. That's an auto glym one. I've given it a coat. Quick blast off of that. Then on with some cleaning. If I can figure out which brush I want to use. See what I mean about that stuff. Really soapy. Anyway. Nice little clean up of these wheels. Not mega clean. I do want to change these wheels at some point. Or have them refurbished and re-diamond cut. Nonetheless, I'll crack on and come back to you when I'm ready to wash the car. One wheel down, nice and clean. Inside barrels, nice and clean. Let's do all three. Yeah, time to wash it. Just in time for it to start spitting. So I'm hoping this spitting is going to stop after I finish washing it. Let's see. Shout out to the Temu quick release lance and all that. That's great, is that thing. I think it cost me about £6. Anyway, this is pre-wash. It's got so many products on it that it doesn't flip in. Well, yeah, you can see it beading on that. Right, let's get on to contact wash. I am not going to do any more than that. I know a few people are going to scream and say, oh well, you should do a pre-wash, you should do a snow foam. It's not dirty enough for all of that. And I really don't care if it does get little swirl marks on it, because it just gives me more things to do with paintwork. Anyway, on to the contact wash. Contact wash all done. Ready to rinse it off. You get these little streaky marks on this shampoo, but it comes off really easy. As soon as you blast it on, done. Nice and glossy. Anyway, I'll crack on, get it dried. Some really nice sheeting. When you just run some heavier water over it. Shout out My Abarth. And just let it run off. Time to dry it. Right, started drying it. It started raining, so typical British weather. All that lot, as you can tell, covered in little spots. I'm going to get it in garage and start drying it off properly, but nonetheless, I'll finish up here. I need to get rid of that pool of water first, and I'll leave you with some tracking shots and see you in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and the subscriptions and stuff like that. Shout out to these guys. Anyway, I'll leave you some tracking shots in a bit. Right guys, it's back away now. I got sick of the rain. I thought, oh, it's not even forecast, but typically it is saying it's not going to rain, but it just keeps raining, and then it stops, and then I dry it and I put some stuff away, and then stop some more, dry it, rains again, makes it wet again. It's going to do me head in with water spots and stuff like that, but there really isn't a lot of room here to be getting involved with stuff. My garage isn't that big, so all in all, inside and outside cleaning done. Not finished how I wanted it to be finished, really. I wanted to finish it, then take it to a nice place around the corner from my house, which I've got some nice places to do some tracking shots, but nonetheless, here's some, you know, it's nice and clean, it's tucked away, and the interior has also come out nice and clean too. So yeah, I'll quickly go through some of the products that I use. Obviously I mentioned the fresh chameleon stuff. That is pretty much what I use it to wash with. I use an auto-glym wheel cleaner. Wheel cleaners I tend to vary every time I need some more, because I like to test products and do little bits and bobs with them. Interior, again, there were an all-purpose cleaner that I use, and then the fresh chameleon interior cleaner, and then I follow that up with some Turtle Wax, whatever that stuff's called, which just adds a little bit of UV protection, adds a smidge of a bit of a finish to the dash, but not glossy. Jesus Christ, I don't know what happened then. But not glossy. I don't want glossy. I don't like glossy unless it's the paintwork, to which it needs to be incredibly glossy. I'd like to say I'm looking for defects, but in the right light I'll find defects and it'll do me in. Like these marks on roof, I really want the roof repainting, and you see those, they are actual chips where something is hit and bounced across the roof. So yeah, it's had a nice little clean. It got left out in rain and it were hanging. It's now tucked away, hiding behind the old daily weekend basheroo, whatever you want to call it, which gives it a little bit of security. But other than that, all done and dusted. Anyway guys, thanks for all that. I know I've probably previously said, but like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you next one. It's probably been the most boring video in the world. I really want to get myself some kind of in-car mount so we can go out for a drive, but if I'm going to be honest, I get too waylaid with stuff, forget, then like, oh, I need to do another video. So yeah, anyway, I'll shut up rambling now. You all have a great Saturday, whatever day it is. It's Saturday, innit? I'm going to call it a do and go and upload this. Cheers guys.